Hi there, welcome to the Fierce Factor podcast. I'm your host, Kaylee Lindholm. And I think it's time for us women to shift the conversation in business and step into our feminine leadership to do the most iconic work the aesthetic industry has ever seen. Each week, I'll be bringing a powerful dose of strategy, sarcasm, solutions, and sass that will rev up your creativity and ignite your brilliance as you link arms with me along our shared path of personal and professional growth in 20 minutes or less. Let's go. Hey, Fierce Factor. Okay, so I want to start today with a little bit of a story. So we just hired a new strategic growth advisor for our company. And as part of the onboarding and training process, I went and took a little dive with her into our numbers. And I was going over all the data. I decided to take myself through an exercise that we teach as a module in our academy, calculating our MVB, most valuable buyer. And as we were crunching numbers, the conversation very quickly shifted from the dollars that our MVBs spend with us to the total value they bring to our company. We came to the conclusion that it's the high growth, high impact, highly ambitious clients who are worth 2 to 5 times more over the course of a lifetime for our business than just the highest paying clients. Why? They are focused. They believe in putting in the hard work to make sustainable transformation in their business. And because of that, they experience massive results. And when they get results, they spend more on our programs and they refer more business to us. Their referrals save us money on client acquisition. They attract like-minded, motivated clients who appreciate the value of our work, and they are a pleasure to work with. So I wanted to record this episode for you today to talk to you about this whole philosophy, this concept that I've been noodling over, and really starting with who you have in your life and how that is going to impact your life, your business, and your personal growth. And I think this is equally relevant when it comes to our team. I mentioned, our high growth clients and our most valuable clients, but if you think about it, it's really the same kind of concept when we're talking about people in every aspect of our life. So as it relates to our team, if we invest in better culture, i.e. higher quality employees, we have happier employees. If we have happier employees, we end up with happier patients or clients. We end up with more referrals, more cross-sells, more upsells. That results in more cash on hand. That gives us more authority, which gives us more autonomy and essentially more influence. So basically, the people you attract into your life and business impact everything. And later in this episode, you'll hear me talking about my upcoming Iconic Influence Bootcamp, where on December 1st, I'll be diving into this topic in detail, where I'll be teaching you how to elevate your visibility, get in position to attract high-end clients, and stand out in a crowded marketplace. I'll give you instructions on how to register for this program for free later in the episode, so stay tuned. So as I was going through this MVB exercise, this really got me thinking about the core principle that has pulled me and quite frankly, our most high-level clients through the recent pandemic-related closures and really just other turbulent times. Now, last year, a mentor of mine introduced me to Simon Sinek and his book, Start With Why. And in his writings, he encourages his readers to leverage why as an anchor point to guide decisions and actions in life and business, which makes total sense. I mean, why are we doing things? When I'm 40 minutes into my Tabata ride on my Peloton, I have to remind myself why I intentionally subscribe to that torture, and it helps, right? But for me, even more important than why is who. It's Robin, who's motivating me on the bike. She's encouraging me to keep pedaling. She's demonstrating leadership through her actions. She's showing me what's possible. And it's my family who encouraged me to jump on the bike and gave me a supportive hour of Kaylee time. The why drove me internally, but the who is what made it possible and impactful. In fact, I believe who should be the central organizing principle in your life. And let me explain why. If you surround yourself with people who drain your energy, who steal your joy, who make you resent the work you do. The why, quite frankly, it just doesn't matter. Have you ever woken up in the morning and looked at your schedule and felt uninspired, like meh, about the calls, the appointments, the patients, the customers that you have planned to spend your day with? How about a day when you wake up and you look at your schedule and you've committed to spending time with someone or a lineup of people, if you're lucky, who inspire you, who challenge you, who fuel you? You know the difference, right? That energy you get when you're with somebody. Like, I always think of when I'm with people that make me feel the most like me. That is when I feel like I'm in my element. That is when I feel the most at peace. That's when I feel the most inspired. I feel the most liberated. I feel like I can be creative and truly do my best work. So if we agree that time is your most valuable resource, then why in the world wouldn't you wake up every day thinking first about who? Who deserves your time? Who deserves your brain share? Who deserves a call back or a meeting? Who is worthy of a noteworthy introduction to someone else? Who belongs on your team? Who is worthy of being on your schedule? I see too many business owners just put up and tolerate people in their life because it seems like the easier thing to do, right? I mean, it's not fun. Like if you have an employee that is absolutely draining you, they're draining you. So the last thing you want to do is spend more time going through the process of getting rid of them. I get it. I totally get it. But same thing with clients, right? If you allow just anybody to come into your ecosystem, if every patient, belongs with you, how do you put yourself in a position to truly give everything you are to the people that appreciate it the most? So I want to challenge you to take the next 7 days to apply this principle. Look at your calendar and ask yourself this question. Without making any excuses or justifications, simply say yes or no within 5 seconds of looking at their name. So look at your calendar, look at their name, and it's either a yes or a no, right? Like, is this person fueling me or are they draining me? It's a yes, want to spend time with them today, or no, I don't. If it's like meh, that's no. So yes or no. And then ask yourself why. So why do you feel like that? And see if you start noticing some patterns. Are you accepting any patient or customer who calls? Are you giving your time to someone who's unappreciative of your incredible talents? When you focus on the principle of who, you will indefinitely take control of your personal brand and reputation and really position yourself in a category of one. Because when you do this, you will effortlessly attract higher-end clients who recognize your brilliance, appreciate, support, and uplift you. You will dramatically impact the quality of your life by essentially assembling a bright, high-performing team of people around you. You'll preserve your energy and fuel your creativity, and you'll work with people who deeply appreciate the impact that you are set out to make in your life and theirs. So in a moment, I'm going to share some information about my upcoming boot camp. Like I mentioned earlier in this episode, I'm going to be hosting a 5-day boot camp where we're going to pinpoint 4 pillars to break down the psychology of creating iconic influence in your business. And let me tell you, this starts with the principle of who. If this episode resonated for you today, I'd love for you to join me to map out a customized high-level strategy to position your business for epic growth in 2021. I will see you there. If you are a high-growth aesthetic practice owner or leader looking to elevate your visibility, get in position to attract high-end clients, and stand out in a crowded marketplace, I'd love to invite you to join me for Iconic Influence, a 5-day high-impact bootcamp where my team will help you create a growth blueprint to ignite epic growth in your business going into 2021. Here's the thing. If you're doing any marketing at all this year and you're not doing work on your influential brand positioning, you are flat out leaving money on the table. Maybe you're an expert of your craft, but not yet a master of growing your business. Or perhaps you're a practice manager struggling to help your MD owner see the bigger picture to scalability. Or maybe you just have explicit ambition to create a bespoke growth system designed to produce 6 figures in revenue in your business every single month. If you are serious about effortlessly attracting higher-end patients and team members who recognize your brilliance, appreciate, support, and uplift you, this bootcamp is for you. Sign up now for free at www.klcconsultants.com/bootcamp and save the date for December 1st for a transformational experience. I'll see you there. Thank you for joining me for this episode of The Fierce Factor. If you enjoyed the show, please make sure you subscribe so you can automatically get new shows every week. I'd also love it if you left us a review. And come join the conversation online. If you're an aesthetic industry owner, operator, or leader, please join my free Facebook group, The Tribe of Fierce Aesthetic Leaders, a community of ambitious, purpose-driven professionals who collaborate and share best practices for growth in business and life. I'm honored you tuned in.